Hi friends, this is Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is Tuesday, June 24th, and it is time for challenge number 2. And so what I decided to do for challenge number 2 is I have this skein of yarn. Oops. It's like browns. And what I'm going to do is see how many chickens we can get from this skein of yarn. I've never made a chicken before, so that will be the first part of the challenge. I am trying to decide if I want to make my first chicken in the same brand and type of yarn, but not from this ball, just so I can get any like mistakes or questions out. But we will see. So if by some miracle I should finish this ball of yarn earlier, I will add maybe more in a different color for chickens. So we're doing chickens this week. That is our goal. How many do you think? I saw someone do this with like bees, and they got like 20 something bees. Now I think the bees mix with black as well. So I don't know if we'll get as many as 20. I'm gonna guess 17 because I like that number. So let's see. Let's see if, put your guesses, well, down in the comments. Stop the video now and put your guesses down in the comments and we'll see. I'm realizing that actually you guys aren't, like, it's not going to be, whatever, okay? I'm a little loopy this morning, but yeah, so come along for the journey and I hope that you enjoy this series. Bye. Hey friends, it's Friday and I'm finally getting around to this challenge, and oh my gosh, I am so obsessed right now. Look at it. Look at it. It's perfect. Oh, it's so cute. I just want to make so many of them. So many. It's so squishy and soft and pretty. I'm so obsessed right now. I did not buy enough yarn for all the chickens I want to make now. Forget about octopuses. We want chickens. I'm trying to convince my sisters to play Stardew Valley with me right now because this chicken has made me want to play Stardew Valley. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Okay, oof, we are loopy today. So, talking about the challenge, we have to address an elephant in the room. You guys don't know about the elephant in the room, but I do. And that is the yarn. This yarn. I don't remember how many I guessed that this yarn would make, but my guess was more than double wrong. Okay, here's the hole. So, before doing the stuffing, putting in the eyes, or any of that, when it was just purely yarn, I weighed it. And it weighed 35 grams. 34 or 35. It was like fluctuating between the two on my scale. This is a 300 gram ball, which means this will make about 8.5 chickens. Maybe if I'm lucky, it'll make 9. But that's not the double digits that we thought and hoped it would be. But that's okay. That's okay because it's so cute. So we will definitely be finishing this ball for the challenge, but I want double digits. So we're gonna try to make more chickens given I have the time. So I will be working on finishing this ball maybe today because I'm super chicken obsessed. Actually, the next step that I need to do is time how long it actually takes me to make a chicken, because this I made for the first time and was following the directions, and so I was basically not timing it or anything like that. Everything was for the first time, and so yeah, now that I've made one, I want to time how long it takes, and then at the very end of this challenge, after I've been hopefully making chickens, I will want to time it one more time to see if I had a speed increase, if that makes sense. So with that said, we're gonna make more chickens. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why I am like this today. It's so cute. It's so cute. I made you. I don't know. I'm not really an animal person. Oh, I say that as I have like 3 billion dogs. Okay, I recognize that. But like, so cute. This is the Mabel chicken pattern by Oak and Marlowe. Got it off of Etsy. They do have a smaller version, like a baby chick. And they also have a like mama one that's bigger that I think, I haven't bought that pattern yet, but I will soon and have a whole family of chickens. So, yes, this is this. I will finish this ball. I don't know if then I will go to my white ball or to the tweed ball, or who knows what's gonna happen. I am using this red brunette blanket for whatever that part is called, the comb. And then I am using, it's color, what color are you? Crimson. And I am using Big Twist Plush. What color do you call yourself? Sunflower for the mouth, the beak, I guess. Anyways, that's what I'm using for the extras. And I am kind of debating going through and just cutting off a bunch of these so that I can just grab and go, and then be able to put the big balls like away. So I might do that, and then make more chickens or play Stardew Valley. We'll see if I can get my sisters to join. But anyways, yeah. So chicken number 1 is complete. Bye, guys. Hey friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is Monday, June 30th, and our chicken progress is not great. I've unfortunately been dealing with a carpal tunnel flare-up, and so, yeah, I've just been resting my hands, basically. So I do have 2 completed chickens. It's crazy how following the same pattern, using the same yarn, using the same hook, and this is a fatty, and this one's more skinny. But I think they're both cute. I am completely in love. I started one more while we were out at dinner. So here's where I am at on that. So basically how you make these is you do like a circle and you do increases, and then you have 4 rounds that are the same height, the same amount of stitches, which makes it grow higher, and then you have 3 rounds of decreases, and then you fold it up like this and you sew along the top, and that will pucker up a little bit to give it a tail and to give it a head. It's not really showing that in this because we haven't done some decreases yet, but I will show you guys before I sew it up. Hopefully I will remember to do that. But anyways, so I'm really loving these chickens. Now, I had posted on Facebook that I would be listing some chickens on my Etsy shop today. And so my plans for right now is I have these 2. I'm probably gonna put a pause on this one, even though this will go out to other colors. I'm just gonna wait on that for a little bit, as I have some other colorways. I'm gonna make 1 chicken in each of them so that I can post different colorways. So I've got black. Now, I thought that I had eyes that were rimmed in red, but I looked at the eyes that I have and they are not. So I am going to hopefully try to find some of those on Amazon to get, because I think that would be really cool looking, like this chicken with the red rimmed eyes. Anyways, I'm gonna make a darker brown chicken. I'm going to make this one in this tweed yarn. I thought a bright yellow chicken would be fun, because why not? And the last will be a white chicken. So actually this is probably the first one I'll start, because I already pulled out the tail and I was gonna start it like yesterday, but then I was still resting my hands, so that's what's going on. There is a soccer match that's gonna be starting in about an hour, and that's when I'm gonna see how many bodies I can make during the soccer match, and I'll come back and report that to you guys. I have a sale on my Etsy shop that will be starting tomorrow, July 1st. July is my birthday month. I'm smack dab in the middle of July 16th. And so yeah, I'm running a sale. I got 0 sales in the month of June, which is fine. It allowed me to do whatever the heck I wanted for the whole month, but some sales would be nice, you know? Anyway, you don't have to buy anything from me, trust me, you don't. But like, if you want to, you can. But anyways, so how many bodies do we think I can make during a soccer game? Let's keep in mind, this chicken from start to finish took me 47 minutes. 47 minutes. I'm thinking I can make just the bodies without the eyes or the stuffing or the sewing in half an hour. Like I did this amount before, like between the time we ordered our food and they brought it out, and I am on round 7 out of 12. So I am hoping, I have 6 colors here. I have 5 colors here. Let's see if I can, by some miracle, manage to make 1 body in each of the colorways. And bonus points if I can finish this body. But you're reserved for later, friend. You're reserved for later. Ooh. I thought one of the dogs had gotten a hold of the end. So yes, so a standard soccer game is 2 45-minute halves. There's also added time between, like for stoppage time. It's called stoppage time because they don't, like, unlike American football, they don't stop the clock when action stops. They keep the clock running and then they add that amount of time at the end. So like that can range anywhere from no time added, which is rarer these days because of technologies getting involved. And I've seen as high as like 12 minutes, but that's rare. The standard is usually about 4 or 5 minutes. And then there's like a 15-minute halftime. And since we're in the knockout phase, if the score is tied at the end of that, there's 2 more 15-minute halves. So that could be added on, plus potentially a penalty shootout. Now, hoping, the game is Man City versus Al Hilal. I just think Man City's gonna win. I think they'll do it in regulation time, like without any added time. So I'm gonna guess the whole match will be about 2 hours. Probably a tiny bit less, but that would mean I need to take only 20 minutes per body to get this done in time. So we'll see. We'll see if I can do it. Here's hoping for the best. I will still have to, after that, sew up the bodies, do their beaks, do their plumage on top, put in the eyes, stuff them, and then eventually take pictures and get them uploaded. So busy day. I also have some things to do cross stitch wise. I've talked about that in another video that will come out on Friday. Basically I need to do my monthly setup for the start of the new month. But anyways, so if I can finish these 6, that would put me at 8 chickens. I'm gonna be working on this challenge through tomorrow. So then at the end of tomorrow, I will edit and upload it. I would like to get in the double digits. So I'm really gonna put a little extra effort and focus into this. And I would really love if I could actually finish this whole ball. So it's a stretch, especially since I had to rest my hands so much and wasn't able to work on this challenge as much as I wanted, especially considering how much I really do love my little chickens here. They're so cute. But we'll see. We'll see. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. I will chat with y'all later and hope that you're having a fantastic day. Bye. Hey friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is midnight. Ooh, how did it get to be midnight? Honestly, I don't know. But I managed to do 4 bodies during the soccer match. It was a surprise outcome. Al Hilal eliminated in, I almost said Inter Milan. No, that's wrong. Manchester City, which is crazy. It is crazy. The amount of talent on Manchester City compared to Al Hilal is insane. But yeah, it was a 4-3 match. Like, let's see. Manchester City went into the first half 1-0. Within less than a minute of the second half starting, Al Hilal had scored 1. Then they scored 1 just a few minutes later. And then about 7 minutes after that, Manchester City scored again, which brought it to 2-2. And so we did end up going into extra time, in which Al Hilal scored first. Oh, I can't remember for sure. But then it would be Manchester, so it was 3-3, and then Al Hilal scored again. And that's how it ended up 4-3, and it was crazy. Like, it was crazy town. Honestly, I was not impressed by Man City. I thought that the substitutions that were made were very questionable. Pep Guardiola, their coach, manager, used to be the manager at Bayern at one point, and I wasn't a fan, even though he got us the treble. That's when you win the domestic league, the cup in your domestic league, and then the Champions League. And we got that with him, but just was not a fan. I was a fan of the coach that was before him, the one year before him, who I think actually created the champion winning team. Upankus. I loved that guy. But yeah, I just think he's really arrogant. I don't like him. I'm not a fan. But he is at a money team now, and that kind of suits him. So yeah. Okay, that's petty. Anyways, moving on. So because the game was so crazy, I didn't get as much done as I had hoped. Did I say I did 4 bodies? And then I started a 5th, but honestly, this shouldn't even count as being started. This is how much I did. I am discovering that the big twist yarn, it's thicker and it hurts my hands a little bit more to work with. So I think I might actually put this aside for a little bit and come back to it at some other point. Maybe I'll finish this one tomorrow, but I'm gonna go back to working with this one. It's softer, it's easier, and after, because several of the chickens are in this big twist. I think I completed 2 that are in the big twist. The other 2 are in the Bernat blanket. And anyways, my hands were hurting pretty badly after working with this. But so let me show you the 4 that I did get done. So first I did a white one. So I mentioned I would show you how it is. So I still need to do an invisible join to end this, but then you put it together and you see how it comes up just a tiny bit, like it goes just a little bit like this. So you whip stitch across the top, and this will be the tail, and then the head will be over here. So that's how that works. So white, this truly blindingly bright yellow. I mean, we're talking highlighter yellow. I thought it would be fun. I thought, why not? And this is one of the big twist yarns that I did. And you can see, I think the big twist makes it a little bit bigger. I think it's thicker. I used the same hook size, so I think it's the yarn that makes the difference here. The second one I did with the big twist is this black one. And then this is a tweed Bernat yarn, and I just thought that this one's so fun. So we are at 6 chickens for the week. That's not even an average of 1 a day. So I need to edit a couple of videos. That's what I'm actually gonna work on right now. I'm not going to finish this one yet. If I can get those 4 completely finished while editing, then I'll continue this one. But I count a lot while doing this, and I just don't want to lose track of numbers. Like, I'm constantly counting while working on these, and so I don't want to lose track of numbers and then wonder where I'm at. So I'm just gonna put this to the side for a little bit and maybe come back to it later. So I am planning on completing more chickens tomorrow, as I do want to get into the double digits, and I would actually like to finish the skein of yarn. That was my initial goal of finishing in the week. So yeah, I may come back to this. I also still need to take pictures and upload to Etsy the chickens that I said I would do today. So I for sure need to get those done. And then I think I'm gonna take, did I mention a little while ago I bought myself like a photo box, just because I don't really have any good surfaces to take pictures on, and I thought, you know, it would look better with at least all nice and clean white and stuff. So it's a 12 by 12 size. So I'm gonna try it for the first time, and yeah, I think I would probably go down to the kitchen table and use it down there, because I did not finish clearing off my table up here. So anyway, I'll chat with y'all later, and hopefully we'll get more chickens than just 6 done. So bye guys. Hey friends. Okay, I have fully finished those 4 chickens, and look at them. This is my bright yellow one. Try to straighten out her mouth a little bit. Anyways, bright yellow one. She's so fun. Then we have the white one. And I think when I do white again, I'm gonna need to go down a hook size because I can see some gaps. So I'll probably need to go down a hook size, but here she is. So cute. And again, here you can see some size difference. Oh, size difference despite same hook size. Then we've got what I'm gonna call my salt and pepper chicken. And last but not least, look at this black girl. That didn't sound right. I'm just trying to think of how to word it better though, but that didn't sound right. I think I put her mouth a little bit too high up. Should be maybe one more down. But I think she's spectacular. Look at her. She's dark and mysterious. So I'm really pleased. These took so long to do, the finishing bit, because I had forgotten how to do this. But I insisted on trying for like half an hour, 45 minutes, until I finally was like, you know what, just go watch the video again. Just go watch it again. And I did, and I was like, oh, no wonder it was looking bad. I was skipping chains. So once I added those in, it turned out better. Oh, fluff. Anyways, now I need to go take pictures of them and get them posted. I was trying to edit my video, and my other video, and it is 2.5 hours. Oops. Anyways, I'm going to go photograph these girlies and then see if I'm gonna make any more chickens. Bye. Hey friends. Okay, we're at the end of our chicken challenge, and I only did 6. With the carpal tunnel flare-up, I just wasn't able to put in the time that I really wanted to, especially considering how much I really love these little chickens. So working with the big twist yarn, it is not very gentle on my hands at all. And so, I think that really, I basically didn't do much crafting at all today. And so there is that. I have to go down to Fresno on Friday for the 4th of July. I will be taking that skein down with me and crocheting up some bodies and hopefully try to finish off that ball. But this challenge is over and I did not succeed. So better luck with the next one. We'll see how that goes. Ciao with y'all later. Bye.